Hello YouTube and Blip TV. This is Angie the Anti-Theist. Today I got a message from Luddite Romantic. Turns out a very nice gentleman named Dana Garrett made a complimentary video about me and agreed with my views on evangelical atheism from my last video. Luddite then responded to his video by making a negative video about me. So he let me know about both of those. Here's my response. Luddite, you said new atheists like Richard Dawkins, Christopher Hitchens, and me, quote, lack philosophic depth. First, thank you for putting me in such great company. But I have to ask, do you find that, say, the work of Daniel Dennett lacks philosophic depth? You said that I am obsessed with evidence. Tell me, what else would we base knowledge on? Your infinite regress comment makes no sense. Evidence is evident. It is observable. That's part of what makes it evidence. You use a lot of buzzwords, but frankly, I don't actually know what you're trying to communicate. You object to... You think that I think that faith and being rational are antithetical. And of course, faith is irrational, so in that sense they are. But of course, certain religious people can be rational in other parts of their lives. My mother has a genius IQ and a deep faith in Jesus. It's called compartmentalization. You can be very, very smart and believe some dumb things. Said I hang out in the slums of theology, which I do like the phrase, but tell me, who should I be responding to? You? I put out my video calling all apologists, saying I'll answer anyone on YouTube. On my blog, I've taken on the Catholic Catechism, Rick Warren, Mormon Missionaries, the EveryStudent.com series, Answers in Genesis, United Church of God, Christian Women Today magazine, Christian Apologetics Resource Ministry, Mercy Ministries Vision Forum, and my own grandmother. Would you like me to take on C.S. Lewis? Okay, that won't be hard. How about Josh McDowell or Joel freaking Osteen? Any Christians on YouTube, if you want to mail me a book or a passage of the apologist of your choice, church founder, contemporary author, I don't care. I will respond to it eventually. I can't promise to get to it right away, but I will respond to it. The only reason that I make theology look so pathetic in my videos is because it already is. It doesn't matter how you dress up bullshit. It's still bullshit underneath. Now, I was a fundamentalist, so it makes sense I would focus my efforts there. It's what I'm most familiar with. I grew up in a faith healing cult where I was in pain for years. I walked with a dislocated hip for years, and other kids didn't even make it. They died of medical neglect. So yeah, I'm obsessed with the fundamentalists. You got me. You ask, why is Dawkins wasting his time talking about such shoddy theology? Because it's the theology that your average believer believes in. And then they go and vote based on those beliefs. Or they brainwash their kids based on them. They deprive them of medicine, or sex education, or science education. Or they try to take away my right to choose, or stop stem cell research. Their beliefs impact their actions, and their beliefs are wrong. It is not a waste of time trying to correct that faulty thinking. It's time well spent. You said, by calling myself an anti-theist, by using anti, that, quote, there's a presupposition of a superiority of position. Dude, everybody thinks they're right. Also, it's a good term because it explains my position. I am adamantly opposed to blind faith. I'm also adamantly opposed to female genital mutilation. I'm anti-FGM. I'm anti-rape. I'm anti-bigotry. I'm anti-racism. And you know what? On all of those, of course I think my position is superior. Dude, everybody thinks they're right. You said that I had a pretense of intellect. Now you've brought me to an awkward moment. There's probably no way of saying this without sounding conceited, but there's no pretense about it. I am very smart. I come from high IQ people. I read a lot, and I try to learn new things every day. There's nothing pretentious about being who you are. Now, when you were talking about how you imagine theists feel about their God, you said that they think that it's, them and their relationships with other people and yada. No, dude, that is nothing like what being a believer in God is like. Not at least for fundamentalists, which is a significant portion of society, and even if it was a small number, it doesn't make it an insignificant problem. I thought that God was a supernatural, eternal personality who cared how I voted, and that is how millions of Americans feel, and they gave us George W. Bush for 8 years. Okay, and you are greatly mischaracterizing me when you say that I am asking for an unconditional surrender from theists in the ballot box. That when I said that I would prefer if people left their God out of the ballot booth. Prefer. Don't try to quote mine me or misquote me, okay? I'll catch that shit. Now, I have problems with religion no matter where they are. In the closet or out on the corner like a street preacher or a sex worker. You said that I was audacious and shallow, but brought nothing to the table to back it up. You're shirtless and upsetting, and I can provide evidence for that. You said religion can bring people together socially. So can cults. Charles Manson's family. Hate groups can bring people together, like the Klan. How people are when they're together, that part matters too. You also accused me of being like anti-gay bigots who say, oh, keep it in the closet or don't ask, don't tell. Two things I actively work against. But I have never tried to closet religious people. I want to know their beliefs. I ask all the time. Then I counter those beliefs. I discuss things. Okay? I believe in the freedom of speech and of religion. I just don't like what people are doing to their kids or how they're going about trying to take away my rights and my friends' rights. I mean, do you seriously think we would have gay marriage bans in this country if it wasn't so ridiculously religious here? Okay, but I am not trying to legislate against Christianity or faith or belief. I'm trying to educate people out of their beliefs. And there is a monumental difference between those. If you can't see it, maybe you need to get new glasses because it is as plain as the little girl trying to get your attention through your entire video. You said that you understand my upbringing. Dude, you do not understand my upbringing at all. You said I'm going to fall into the same trap as fundamentalists. Well, since I don't believe things that are nonsense, I don't think that's likely. I use my critical thinking skills and I use my Google to good avail. Being passionate about something is not the same as having unshakable faith. If God showed up tomorrow, I wouldn't be an atheist anymore, now would I? By your logic, anyone who holds an opinion on anything is a religious fundamentalist. But being a religious fundamentalist is a lot more than just about thinking that you're right or being, on fire or passionate. It's about believing some absolutely batshit things about how life got here, what happens when we die, what embryos are, and how we should treat each other and the earth we live on. Everybody on YouTube, have a great and godless day. Be liberal, be kind, be humanist.